This game is still going. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I thought I was deafened by the screams of anguish about this game.
Okay, what was the point of that transition?
The game was 5 seconds too short, Taye, so we had to add that shot in.
Theo,
5 seconds.
I know why. It's so that we're living in the city. You know you have to survive. You got
I have a good news. I have a good news actually about this game, but I need to save all the details when I'll incorporate my final thoughts. Because guys, I managed to watching back Dark Lord Jadow's review of this and the playthrough of an Italian YouTuber that I follow about this game. I managed to crack the code. I think, and I emphasis on think, I actually know how the events are reconstructed, but I'll need to be super detailed, so I'll just do a recap once we end the game.
Can I talk about
how this is good news?
Can I talk about how these levels just come and go? Like literally, we always fade to black, and now we're suddenly here, and now more flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
It gives the feeling that the beat 'em up element was stacked on.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with...
And I'm not sure it was, because it doesn't, it feels on one hand that it would have made, weird for having a game where this guy beats up people and just being a long movie with no gameplay. But it also feels... Sorry, go ahead, Reeves.
There's nothing wrong with flashbacks, it's just, well, this game's using the same ones often.
You mean the same ones, Dwebs? I think you mean the same one. It's always the exact same scene with the shoes and the mum getting shot.
I'll be fair, Pedro. It's not just that. There are different angles on when the
baloney.
Well, Ribs does have a point there.
No, I'm sorry. I do not accept a different angle of the same scene as a different scene. I'm sorry.
Surprise.
Well, to be fair, Pedro, even you yourself said that there are two
different perspectives.
Okay, to be fair, Pedro, even you said different scenes yourself, though. Like, you said that there were two, so that is plural, not just one.
I did?
Yeah.
Well, allow me to correct.
I think what he said was there'd be extra scenes that we didn't have before. I don't think he said.
Sure. That was me talking about how this mode adds extra.
We're here to complain about a game about a deaf person, not arguing about grammar.
What the fuck was Dane doing in one of those containers?
It's not like there's anything going on anyway. Whatever, fine. Okay, just in case, I'll correct myself. One scene. If I said scenes, that was that was me mis-talking. So allow me to correct myself there.
Anyway, Dane is the minorities.
Well, we've already addressed this. So yeah, no, Dweb, sorry. I will not consider one different angle of the exact same scene a different scene. No, you want me to count a different scene, make an actual different scene, and that guy was clipping through me. But
truly, we are solving some of the world's greatest problems with this discussion.
Well, Jove, it's not like Dane is progressing at all. Like he's just beating the crap out of all these.
Just popped out of nowhere.
There's nothing. Is there a single noble thing about this game? Like,
has anybody noticed that I have yet to die in this New Game Plus?
One thing I will.
Wait! Hold on, wait. Didn't you die at least once? I could have sworn that we saw something about
the. No, well, in the death run, Jova, not this one.
Hold on. It's like what? No. That's the thing. Even during this New Game Plus mode, I could have sworn that we've seen that scene of the mother looking down at us at least once.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't remember because keep in mind with this new sound, it means that game over also has a sound or
one thing I will say, it is nice to see a modern day video game using live action FMVs because there's a rarity nowadays in gaming. The problem is that it doesn't blend. Is that the FMVs and the game's graphics don't really blend well.
Honestly, Dwebs, to me...
Don't say!
Honestly, to me, Dwebs, it feels a lot like, to me, the only reason they did live-action cutscenes is because they realized that their in-game graphics suck major balls, they wouldn't be able to make proper cutscenes.
That doesn't make any sense because it's even more apparent with the live-action cutscenes.
That's just the thing, though. Like, I failed to see... Okay, back in the 90s, when it was a novelty, it was fine. But now, I think Angry Joe in his Quantum Break review put it best. there's no real reason for video games to have live action sequences anymore, because video game engines are perfectly capable of showing perfectly emoting character models. Like,
no, don't you think, Pedro? It's the setup for the future, where eventually they'll make it so that you can shoot live action scenes and tie them literally to the gameplay. And by that I mean actually have them control along with the gameplay. That way people will be able to save millions on animation.
There was no explosion effect. Come on.
Yeah. Where was the explosion effect?
Sorry, we don't have the we don't have the budget for that. Sorry.
You know what this game could do with?
Oh, I love how this guy is
wasn't even caring.
Oh my god. He was literally just minding his business at the arcade and you peed him up.
Hey, Mom said that it's my turn to play the arcade. Come on.
It's the same argument that I always. It's the same argument that I usually make those with FMVs in Japanese games as well. Like, when it comes to today's video games, like for example, Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 is the first main series Final Fantasy game. Well, actually, no, Final Fantasy 15 did have FMVs as well.
Yeah, mostly at the beginning, at the end. Well,
Yeah.
They are contained, but they are do.
Yeah, never mind. Let me pick a better example. Like if you
Ni no
compare.
Kuni 2.
Sure, we'll use Ni no Kuni 2. Like
Everything varies
Ni no Kuni-
pretty
Ni no Kuni-
in game.
Ni no Kuni 2 is unlike the original game, started out as a PS4 game, whereas the original started out as a DS game, which is why it has FMV. Just
Well,
like
to be fair, the only reason Ni no Kuni 2 doesn't have FMVs is because Studio Ghibli isn't around to provide them for the animation.
True,
for the
true.
cutscenes anymore.
True, Joe, but-
Otherwise,
True, Joe.
okay, to be fair, I don't think that FFMVs for Ni no Kuni were necessarily to show off the power of the console, but those were more so for, the novelty of the fact that, well, it's Studio Ghibli, like...
On the
who wouldn't
video
want to
game
say
panorama,
that?
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no,
yeah.
no, I understand that, Jova. However, they could still have gotten OLM to fill in like they're doing for the movie, so it's not like it would.
There's no way to guarantee that they'd have been available for that, though.
Oh no,
hold on.
OLM is working with level 5 on a constant yearly
Hold on,
basis.
I think
so-
we're about to get the cutscene with Isaac, the guy who leads the Soul 33.
Holy cow, we're here already?
That's remember, Joe, that's exactly
That's
that.
right, yeah, you've been breezing through this.
It's like I've said before, the Ultra Instinct mode makes the game a fucking joke. Anyway, so now let's see what exactly is up with this guy's deal.
So he also had a bird.
That's offensive. Kind of.
It is?
Well, he's making fun of him for being deaf. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that. I thought you were talking about him wearing the mask.
No matter how many times I see it, it doesn't get any less stupid.
Wait, so you said the mask is stupid. Why were you wearing the mask then?
To mock him.
No one cared who I was.
Oh, here we go. Check out this amazing.
You can't hear a fucking word I say. I could beat the living shit out of you. Tell you how much of an idiot
You realize you can read lips, right?
and always have been.
Not just that, throughout the game he has been perfectly capable of understanding everyone, even if they talk
I
aside from
guess
him.
he doesn't know?
Wow, instead of having a compelling reason of him to tell you, why he hates you or everything, he just throws cheap insults at you.
He's just an asshole, basically.
Great narrative, folks.
Anyway, like I was saying, well,
What's with this music?
This
Welcome
music
to Walker,
is,
Texas Ranger.
anyway,
I guess so.
anyway, well, Joe, ever since Inazuma 11 was created, Level 5 has been working with OLM in a yearly basis, basically, because OLM is Level 5's go-to animation studio, basically.
Yeah, but here's the thing: that animation doesn't come cheap, and like you yourself have said,
True.
Level 5 themselves are on a budget or whatnot. So,
Well,
for all we know, maybe they just didn't want to shell out the big bucks. Because let's not forget, the first Ni no Kuni, that was more like a project labor of love, and them actually managing to talk Hayao Miyazaki and company into working with the movie.
Excuse me?
On the dollar. Oh my god.
Because if you weren't,
I would argue that was more so because of making the outfit system
see
better,
everything.
so there wouldn't be any disparity between the FMVs and the alternate outfits in-game stuff.
I don't know if they really care that much, but okay.
Well, I would argue that it still works better that way for the sake of avoiding that disparity. Anyway. Anyway, okay, so basically he's just an asshole. That's the basic gist of this particular.
You think that this would particularly explain something about this character and everything, but no, it's
guess this
extremely cheap.
He's even got a gold statue made up after himself.
He's one of those kinds of rich people.
Seriously, what the fuck is up with the music? I like it. Like the soundtrack may not been super gold, but at least it was serviceable for the most part. This is where it takes a complete nosedive.
Like I said before.
This sounds like music you'd hear out of Justified.
I think the problem with this music is, yeah, it's out of place. Like, it sounds a bit like it's trying to go for that Spanish feel, but at the last minute feels like it's going for the gangsta vibe as well. And oh my god, that run is still stupid. I'm gonna get you!
Check my ninja running!
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!
That is basically what his movements look like, though, Joe. But that's
Oh snap!
And we still haven't gotten to the zombie walk.
So he literally just punched his statue, but no recoil whatsoever, because that's good for immersion. I mean,
My god, this
no.
boss fight is so stupid.
And you know what? No, it's not too much to ask that people react to what they hit in the environment, considering how that's what a lot of video games are doing these days.
I mean, if it's on PS1 or something, then maybe.
Oh.
Or
But that,
it's okay, he gets right back up. Zoop! And now it's going for Texas, I see. Is
can he punch you through the window?
Like a bull?
It's remember, Dibs, it's the finisher. Okay.
Well,
I understand it now.
What?
Blindness. And I can tell you because
Blindness? No, he's deaf actually.
don't you see, he's using his deafness for
Remember,
a
he said
metaphor for being
one of his
blind.
lines before were like, one of his lines before, he mocked him by saying, "Oh, you're not those deaf, but you're also
you're
blind."
blinded by grief. Me, by ambition.
No.
What was with the light in the?
I don't understand.
Red
I'm sorry,
alert,
I'm sorry.
There you
Guy-
go. There's the Frankenstein
She-
walk.
she-
Okay, guy.
Lighting for a
She-
Oh
boss.
wait,
she-
this bit. Wait, hold on. I think we're getting backstory.
Shiro.
Because I got caught up playing the game.
Yeah, they are speaking actually.
Also, Shiroi, this is the quiet man. If you were understanding it, then there would be something wrong.
Wait, who's robbers?
I don't know it. I don't care. Okay, riders.
I
Here's a.
can't see shit.
I can't see shit.
What do you mean she's gonna pay the most? What did she do to you?
Riders. People who are actually blinded by ambition don't realize it themselves. That's why you call it blinded by ambition.
Not only that, but he's not blinded by ambition. He's just stupid.
Exactly. This is just. I don't. The riders don't even know what the fuck they're doing anymore.
He's just a rich asshole, basically.
Okay. You
Where-
want to do blinded? Okay, you want to do blinded by ambition? Try someone like Killmonger,
How
who
does-
has very good reason for his ambition, but he's blinded by it nonetheless. That's what makes him partly a tragic villain. This guy is not blinded by ambition. This is a guy who literally yelled, "Yes, I killed this woman because okay, yes."
Because I'm an
Here we
asshole.
go.
By the way, this is another 4-1 providers. Pride does not equal ambition.
This doesn't get less stupid, but I love it so much.
Oh, Maui, shit,
And now Matrix again.
It's.
It's okay. He's only been knocked out slightly, so it's not like it's a big fall. I love how he chases out after him for some
If
reason.
you want, I wouldn't mind it so much if you at the very if you at the very least was honest about it.
Howdy.
We don't need words, guys. See?
We don't need this game.
I'm pretty sure that the first playthrough proved that wrong.
You're a good guy.
For you.
Is he? Sup?
When did you get in here anyway?
That's a very good question. Weren't you busy being kidnapped
She was supposed to be
by
bound
Baldy?
and gagged.
And did she? Well, she did that to herself, didn't she?
Remember,
Yeah, that was a setup
remember, Tayo. This entire thing.
No, I say she hired the cop to do that, but how did she got out once since she was here to Isaac's lair?
Muffins.
Muffin.
Comes far and die here. Let's go.
And they just leave Isaac
Why
behind.
is the building on fire?
They leave him there to burn to
Because
death.
someone-
I don't know why.
Deaf and blind.
Yes.
How's he going on?
I am a cartoon character.
They've already
Basically.
cartoon villain.
So now you can tell this time that he's actually foreshadowing that Dane's being
Why do you
played,
know?
I guess.
Why do you know, Dwells? Yet another work of fiction where these aren't characters; they're cartoons.
So this is Neil Blomkamp's video game.
No, to Neil Blum's credit, at the very least, I can understand what's going on in this movie.
Clipping through her hair.
And it's not sci-fi.
The music makes it feel like it's sci-fi.
That reminds
Probably-
that reminds me. Like, have his Anthem shorts been released? Because remember, Neil Blomkamp is
Yes, they
making
have,
Anthem
and
shorts for some reason.
Yes, they have. The good news, they're much better than the actual game.
Well,
Well, that's not saying much.
that's not saying
It's
much.
Well, I mean, apparently people find them legit good, whereas the game is...
We'll check them out at one point. Might as well. Yes, more minorities. And
Am I
again,
supposed to care at this point?
I guess. Don't you see, Jova? You're blinded by something.
Don't worry, Elise. You can stay with me.
Yeah, just press R2 so you can
You
activate
know-
the orange shield that protects you
You
from
know-
quicksand.
I can't believe I'm saying
Dane
this.
the Hedgehog.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Sonic 06 was at least faster.
There's probably
with
one, but I'm
this.
gonna do the OC Google challenge on this.
Like I said, Sonic 06 was at least faster. We could get this over with quicker. This is just
That
slow.
that even though it's in game, it looks like a Mortal Kombat Annihilation green screen. Like
Sorry.
There he is. There you go.
You-
Found it.
Have you forgotten that he's deaf, woman?
Thing.
Like, even though he can read lips, it's a bit smoky right now, so it'll be difficult to actually do that.
Not
why?
even looking at him directly.
Yeah, this is another thing that Jova already mentioned. When you actually hear the dialogue, the story becomes actually stupider. Why would she say that? Oh, don't you see, Dane? This is so much bigger than me. What do you mean? You're the only reason this game is even happening. You know that.
Maybe not the fire, but yeah.
So take your pick, guys. Will you play this game deaf and just completely lost, or will you play this game being able to hear and just racing it
And
out
still be
stupid?
completely
It's just-
lost.
Or
Pick-
C.
pick
Not
your-
at all.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's always
Aw.
a third option.
But guys,
You
it's
can
okay
always
because-
say no.
But guys, it's okay because the cute romantic piano theme is playing.
Just no.
Oh, fudge you.
Fuck you and your pretentious
Yes,
dialogue.
Hey, guys, stop me if you heard this before. A singer is in a life that she really doesn't like, and she feels like a caged bird who can't sing properly.
Bioshock Infinite.
Moulin Rouge.
I wish she was suffering from Pisces.
Wish McGregor was there.
I guess the metaphor fits because.
Can you imagine the official
And,
movie adaptation with Ewan McGregor?
Okay,
as
but
Dane?
it's okay, guys, because now we can finally understand why Taye betrays us. There you go. Treason.
Reason.
I guess.
So it's treason.
Yeah, exactly. I saved her. So why you? So why do you think I'm a traitor?
Remember, he beat the shit out of everyone at the nightclub, including John Travolta henchman.
Which doesn't make any sense. Because that was a hallucination, wasn't it?
Actually, Jova, it's part of my explanation. For now, let's just say that I think it was real.
The sad thing is that we still have to do this before it's like, I think, and we can't just be certain of because
Not
the game...
not I think, Jova, but reconstructing the fan, that's still the best explanation, which makes everything tied together. Because stuff like, for example, the window where he crashes, the scene where he crashes the window, that will be referenced later.
So I'm guessing. So the reason is because I provoked Isaac all to save her. But
See,
you
it
told
turns
me to
out-
save her.
Okay, see, it turns out Taye thinks that Dane pulled him into a fake war over a woman. Basically, a fake war with Isaac over a woman.
Even
What
though
he
that doesn't make any
know is
sense.
what he doesn't know is that it was actually the woman and...
Yeah, like you said,
Baldy.
he's her pimp at this point.
Yeah. Problem is that apparently he just does it because he thinks that he got pulled into a fake war. However, we know that that's actually not the case.
Okay.
Move, bitch, get out the way.
Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
Dane had nothing to do with it, okay?
There you go. That's what she was saying.
Please.
You know, if you shoot her, then the bullet can still go through and hit him.
Depends on how
big.
strong his
I think
gun
it's a
is.
Desert Eagle, so caliber 45. I'm not sure.
We'll figure what's going on there.
You know, wow. I mean, I guess we know why he's paranoid and whatnot. But still, though, you think you'd maybe trust him a bit better, unless he thinks that Dane really remembers about what happened to his mother.
Yeah, he flip-flops on Dane for such a minuscule of reasons without actually making sure he's even right. Like it's so this is just so contrived and nonsensical. It's like they didn't know how to finish this game, so let's have Taye betray him and so we can have him as the final boss.
And this is ignoring all the inconsistencies with the deafness. Oh boy, people are falling over.
Oh great!
what's
Now, oh great! Now the game is simulating the act of being deaf, the act of being blind as well. I can. Oh, thank you. Now.
And here you go, guys. Here's our explanation for how he got out of that. See, as you'll recall in the original mode thing, we immediately cut to a scene where I forget how, but yeah, we immediately cut to a scene where Dane is
crazy, isn't it?
somehow
I
free
know,
of
right?
No, great insight.
Steals everything from you, and
That's the tagline for this game.
the times you get a second chance to save the one you love,
Wink, wink.
Uh-huh.
even if she's been gone forever.
When are we just gonna get to the plot twist with it?
All right,
Listen,
here's the big reveal.
Okay.
Was a life with that woman. I don't think she was ever really.
That was a long
with me.
pause.
It's like you were born.
Also, dumbasses. White text and a bright
So
background.
there you go. Turns out
With no shadow.
the cop is actually Dane's father.
Dun,
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 dun.
Dun!
Not only that.
He's an abusive father.
Yeah, the gesture that he's doing and the words that he says contradict each other in order to give the player a plot twist.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'll just say this
Because
right
in the
now.
deaf version, you see him comforting him, while in the the normal version, you hear him saying he's abusing him.
See, okay, here's the thing. I kind of got the idea from the moment I heard and saw,
Basic
someone's
psychology,
beating this
everybody.
kid up. Like, from the moment I knew that he was the one beating him up in the flashback.
Oh,
I knew,
guys. Joe, this is important here.
Yeah, listen to him because he's stupid.
An outlet for the pain. He deserves it.
He's a child!
he's trying to
He
literally...
did fucking nothing!
He's literally trying to justify the fact that he beats his kid up.
They're
his
scoping it
teacher.
versus get the fuck out, man.
Like, holy cow. Like, how do you be an abusive parent and tell the kid's teacher this?
This is
And-
not
and-
even...
and yes, the
called
qua-
on you.
And yes, the Quiet Man is Dane's superhero name.
The
basically.
Birdman thing, which is based on a plague doctor, but this goes beyond being a caricature of an abusive father. Like, I'm not gonna, since it is a Square Enix game, technically, I'm gonna go and say that Jack and Tito's family issues were gold compared to this.
Hell, I mean, those actually led to something productive between the two. I mean, for as wonky as it was.
And for how undeveloped it was, there was still some gradation of believability. Here, we're not even fucking trying.
It's
Hey, you know what else also worked about Final Fantasy X? That actually had a payoff to it in the end. The two got to
Oh,
go
believe each other, there is a payoff to this, too.
Oh, I know. I mean, granted, we kind of technically know what that payoff is since we've seen what's going to happen between them by the end.
And
It's
yes,
just-
this also means that this entire conversation in the car, which if you remember the death run went on forever, it's all about him saying, "Oh, Dur, I miss my wife and I hate you."
It was literally
It's
Hey.
nothing but that.
from the grave.
But what you need to get out of this, I forgot if you mentioned it already.
Oh, wait, he thinks she's calling for revenge. Yep, he
Yeah.
thinks that their mother
And
is
Isaac
channeling
attracted
herself
him.
through this singer.
There you go, and he has
as
been-
some
To punish their,
Hold on.
to punish
And-
their
Moving
son,
on him.
basically.
And he has been keeping track on both Isaac and Taye, which, if you remember, are
Right when
both
he became
responsible.
capo of Salt 33. Right? Started that beef with Taye's
Also,
crew.
this kind of explains why. I mean,
That's
it doesn't
when I saw
explain
my
the other
opportunity.
instances, so I might be, giving the game more credit than
Killed
it
two
deserves.
assholes.
But
One
that
bullet.
might
There you
explain
go.
why he's
I'll
not
give you a guess
looking
who
at
the
him
bullet is.
when he's talking to
There,
him.
there you go.
He's probably, read
Oh, the
his
girl.
words on this 1,000
There-
times already. It's
told
like,
me he
yeah,
spilled
he's
guts
going
out
off on
there.
one again. I'm not gonna
There you go.
bother.
With that line, Humpty Dumpty has said basically that he has used Dane as a bullet in order to take down both Soul 33 and Taye's gang. How and why? Well, there is the explanation, but I will take too much time, so I'll save it
Yeah,
for
here's
the
the
end.
problem. We've seen the first mode. We know that this is bollocks. It's just his creepy obsession with this woman. He may say that this is it.
Oh, it
but-
still is, but he also wanted to take down the other two kids.
Yeah, how much you want to bet that that's really not the case, considering how he immediately goes to just kidnap the girl by the end of the mode, as you'll recall again. If he were really about this, he'd have called the police to get on it from the get-go.
Well, he just said that he wanted to take in, for example, Isaac, but never could for one reason or the other.
Well, Isaac's up on that building, but he's not taking him in.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Maybe
he's
it's
dead
because-
already.
Maybe
Tio,
it's
Tio,
because
Tio,
law
Tio,
enforcement
Tio,
who are
Tio,
too
Tio.
close to a
Tio.
crime aren't allowed to actually investigate it. And
Tio, you're right. I have a much better magical solution for this. This game's writing
Oh,
is
no.
beyond stupid.
It
There's
still
no
is,
point.
but there's a difference in
Okay,
saying, "Oh, the
okay,
plot makes
loading
no sense,
screen.
and the plot is bad."
Loading screen, can you please stop freezing? Please?
Yeah, what is up with the loading screen?
It's like in Shattered Crystal.
Okay, Tio. All it would take is the game to actually explain why he doesn't go get him, or maybe just say, "Oh, I picked him up and he's in jail now." Like, if this is supposedly his plan, but he doesn't seem to be acting motivated on it, and I can only really decipher based off of how much the characters themselves actually seem to care about the situation.
Yeah.
maybe his father's creepy obsession got passed down to his son.
Possibly.
I mean, he was the one who raised him for years. On
I
his
love
own.
how we never get to see actually why his father was separate from his mother, or if his father was even separate from his mother. Like, it's just said, "Oh, I wanted to be with this woman, and I blame you for her death." Like, what? So were they already a happy married couple, or were they a divorced couple? I mean, and maybe it's not required for the plot,
In
but
that, I
I'm
will have to
inside the
see. I don't know if I did, but there are scenes in the flashbacks. Ironically enough, this is where I will need a scene of a flashback because they show her left hand. So if she has a ring, that means they're still married technically.
Hey, Tia, remember when you said you didn't want to learn more lore about this game? But it looks like you've learned quite a bit.
I had time to do it.
One of us had to.
Oh great, beating more the crap out of people. So yeah, the basic gist of it is that Dane created the Quiet Man as an outlet for pain, just like the psychologist said. And of course the father apparently, the relationship what happened was, the father apparently really loved the mom, her name was Lorraine. However, when Dane was born, apparently Lorraine started paying more attention to the son, and the father got jealous, and that's the base. And now now because of what happened there with the death, he blames him for the mother's death. So
Gee, imagine that, a mother paying more mind to the baby who can't take care of itself. I would have never imagined.
especially considering he's deaf. So
Not even a flanderized Homer Simpson is that mean-spirited.
yeah.
I know, right? Like, that's one thing that keeps the Simpsons from being terrible. Is like, well, they still remember to have something.
Hey,
of a family
asshole, do you
dynamic.
want to actually help in combat or not?
I guess not, because he hates him. Ooh!
Yeah.
Can this get any more flanderized?
Well,
Probably.
remember, Jova, we have to go through 3 rooms while hearing Taye's speeches.
Honestly, Taye's the best thing about this game for me.
It is.
and
I
it's,
actually even like the performance of his actor. I agree with
Yeah, he's the best.
Shadow.
He's the best actor in the game, actually.
I mean, and don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah, we're about to hear it, so
All the
listen.
shit you've been through tonight.
Yeah.
Been through for years. It's not your fault.
Oh, well, if it's not my fault, then what the fuck is all this for, asshole?
Well, to be fair, his dad...
Actually, remember, this is the moment where he says, join me instead of joining your father.
The white text is blending
Can't
in
read
with the
half the
lamp.
subtitles because of the lamp, guys.
Yeah, there's a film called Border and Shade.
I normally would not
Or
complain
actual
about
text boxes.
Well, to be fair, we can hear it, so...
Morons!
I'm sorry, Pedro. What about people who read the subtitles because they can't
They're
hear?
deaf!
Because we're actually
This is supposed to be for deaf people. This game is a failure.
I'm
I'm just as angry as Taye is right now. God dang it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, it wasn't about La La.
I know.
Huh.
But shit. We've been family for years.
Good point.
Nothing's ever come between
More of a
us
family than your
until
father's been.
Until her?
Like I said, when you actually can hear the dialogue, Taye becomes one of the better characters. Like, he's actually calling out this BS plot.
I wouldn't say better character, more like the better actor. Like, the actor is trying his hardest.
No. I'm sorry. Even character-wise, he's actually calling out this BS plot. You're like,
He even said when you overreacted before.
Yeah, like, he actually admits to his mistakes.
He's giving Dane a legit chance.
And that would be fine, but he's gonna go right after this. He's gonna go right try to kill us anyway. So...
Well, that's because Dane makes his chance, so just listen to this.
Yeah.
Playa.
Have at it, player.
Yeah, I had more respect for you before the line, but even still, look, while he is going to resort to killing us now, that's because Dane... Actually, why is Dane refusing this? Like, they've been friends, like he just said, and Dane even tried to explain it to him, so... Why is Dane saying no to this? He's literally giving him a free option out, unless he's literally that obsessed with that woman.
Yeah, he's literally that obsessed.
Holy cow, so Dane's
now,
an even
this was
worse
actually a bad transition, if I have to say.
So Dane, our hero, our protagonist, throws away what he considers one of his biggest friendships because of a woman. And a woman who, mind you, orchestrated all of this.
Oh, he doesn't know that yet. Oh, remember, Joe, he doesn't know that.
Why didn't Taye tell him that, actually, now that I think about it?
Because, actually, that's a good point. Why didn't he?
I guess he wanted to see the cheer about
becoming even more of a distraction at this point. Like,
Goodness
the random
gracious.
flashbacks.
Do it, you've been, oh, never mind.
He's burped.
He's burped.
Would you say Dwibs has been quiet?
Quiet.
What a story. Oh my god!
That's not disorienting at all.
What the actual fuck?
I know.
Let's see, subtitles that will blend in with white background.
It's a shame because some of the aesthetics may work for, not I mean in terms of physical aesthetic, but the usage of neon light and contrast may work for a more cyberpunk style game if there was a better contrast. But for a case like this, it just fucks shit up.
So what did I miss?
Nothing.
Oh, dude,
Taye tried to convince Dave to join back to his gang, but he said, fuck no, I have my Oedipus complex.
Also, we've established that Baldy
Well, he didn't really
is...
say anything.
Baldy McNose here.
Yeah, basically, Dibs, you know the bald cop?
Blofeld.
Yeah, he's Dane's father, his abusive father who hates him because
I saw that bit.
Well, remember,
Okay,
remember, guys, his official name, as declared by me, is not Blofeld.
Alright, second speech time.
What's on the menu?
You're starting to see a pattern here.
Bullet to the head.
You're starting to see a pattern here. Beat the crap out of people, speech from Taye. Beat the crap out of people, speech from Taye.
I love to watch you work, Dave. Remember who taught you that shit? Huh?
So apparently Taye was the one who taught him to fight.
Who taught you how to be a man?
I guess he really did feel guilty and did try to raise him.
You know, he has a point. Why
I
exactly?
mean, again, Taye's raising a good point here.
He's confusing you.
He's right! Listen to Taye! Even though you supposedly can't, but you really can.
We know you can read lips, dude.
Even Isaac. The rest is pony ass.
Oh, so Isaac is dead, I guess.
That's definitely racist.
Excuse me.
No, it's okay because he's an African American, so it's okay for him to say it. I guess.
Only one.
What the
Jova, you want to
fuck?
take this one?
What the fuck was
I'm
up
gonna
with
use
this
my get
driver?
out of joke free card on this one.
Remember that, guys. Jova's used it. He can't use it again.
You only get one of these jokes per playthrough.
Everybody gets one.
Basically.
Who put you against me?
Again, Taye is making a pretty good point here. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna stab him in the back. You know what I would like? If there was at least an option for this. Like, God forbid this game have branching paths.
Or multiple endings.
That would
at the
require
very
that would
least.
require shooting more live action sequences.
Or just, I
You
don't
know,
know,
like
animating
in
more.
Quantum Break.
You could be the one to.
God,
Yeah, but Quantum
Break was better.
but Quantum Break had a bigger budget than this too.
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with having a set-in-stone story. It just needs to be written well.
Oop.
Not that Quantum Break was still terrible, mind you, but
End this shit.
also forget how the black guy, I forgot his name, Martin, that's it.
Hey.
No, Martin. Remember Martin from Quantum Break.
The bald guy.
He dies at the end, but then he comes back in the after credits scene for no reason.
Because he's supposedly that time beast that attacks the protagonist at the 2/3 of the game.
Is he?
Well,
the game never actually explains any of that. That's the
That's
thing.
what the direction they were going. That he was created by the anomaly as a result.
I don't know.
The only thing that wasn't explained was
Taye,
why
I
he needed
feel
that
sorry
eye
for you
drops.
too.
I must have missed the dialogue where that's explained.
I was the only one that ever loved you.
Except for his mommy.
He's trying his best, Jova.
However, Jova, there is one particular counterpoint. Taye technically was the one that killed his mom.
Yeah, but we don't know that technically.
At the very
going at
least,
this
he tried
point.
to make up for it the best way he could.
Okay.
Still a mama's boy. for the
Unlike
love
his
of
father.
Okay, Pedro. Even with that in the equation, Pedro, first off, at this point in the story, we're not supposed to know that. And as far as we know, Isaac did it, you know. The guy who was an idiot enough to brag about it.
No, remember, Joker, we already had it, by this point we already saw the entire flashback sequence where we see that it was technically Taye that pulled the trigger.
Oh, goody.
Dane.
Hey, Travolta-san.
Oh, are we about to get backstory about how you never had any of that?
What's up with you and that bitch? I
No,
promise
that's not just that, Joe, but this guy's just an asshole who doesn't like Dane. That's literally all he is. Don't bother.
There you go.
Hey, I don't blame him. I don't
He
like
mentions
Dane
about
either.
he mentions about the car window. So, technically speaking, that had to
Personally.
happen.
Well, remember, Shiro, this is a Japanese published
Oh,
game.
look at music.
Also the music again.
Again, this
Now
fight.
we're going full retro hell retribution.
This fight is just a fucking luck shoot. Just
This is most likely where the people who aim for that fabled don't get hit trophy will get stuck.
because remember, the big problem is that if you do manage to get to a specific part, and if you manage to get hit, you have to load the last checkpoint. So basically, getting that chapter done is unreasonable. Like even the guys at Next Gen Update, nobody bothered to make a platinum save set for this game.
Well, how can you even make one? Like, I guess you can have the last checkpoint
Technically, you could make a save file on the very last checkpoint, whereby it would be a way for people to have an easier time getting the trophy. There've been plenty of trophy sets from the Next Gen Update that have done that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Like for example, Taye.
God, parry, duck, dodge, thrust, spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss fight, this is technically the most quote-unquote competent because you actually have to work your ass off.
No.
Pedro. The problem is that the controls still suck, and as a result, it's the most painful.
Alright.
Can you please stay down?
Please.
Please?
No.
Thank you for getting right in front of the door, by the way. He actually punched him, but the game's acting like he didn't.
Like in the first shot, he clearly hit him, but in the second one, they made it look like.
Oh.
Well, that is gonna hurt.
Again, how exactly does Dane break his fist based on that? Like, is it
don't you mean John Travolta?
Whatever. Are his fists made of titanium or something?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Even with the applied strength, a fist crunching another fist will still result to even you having a hand damage of some kind.
But guys, Dane's a superhero, y'all.
No, it's not. See you for the next part.
See ya.
Sure.
Yeah.